waves always roll and the wind never stops. This is our town, baby, you and me. It takes a little time, but soon you will see. We got clothes on the line, blowing in the breeze. The kids on the wharf, skipping rocks in the sea. The people are friendly and the children are free. Yeah, our little town is just heaven to me. This is our town, our little town. This is our town, our little town. One day it's up, the next day it's down. This is our town, our little town. Our town, our little town. Our town, our little town. We got church bells ringing, what a heavenly sound. Young boys driving their dad's car around. We got the prettiest girls walking around. Soon they'll be leaving this old town. We got so many leaving, yeah, chasing their dreams. Say there's nothing here, or so it seems. And they will miss it, someday they'll know. They'll want to return to the town they love so. Our town, our little town. This is our town, our little town. One day it's up, the next day it's down. This is our town, our little town.
Good evening, and welcome to This Week in Review. Tonight's stories include Election Day results, book fair, problem with roaming dogs. These stories plus the BBS Playbill, Off the Rack, and more coming up after this.
In a scene from prehistory, still fjords run deep, hemmed in by giant granite walls, carved by volcanoes, tectonic upheaval, 20 times as old as the Rockies. Our park. Imagine that. Houses of yellow, lime, aqua, and blue. And the world's most friendly folk. As proud to show their true colors as the street they call Jelly Bean Road. Imagine that.
It's finally over. Election Day, that is. Election Day was sunny, cold, and windy. Voter turnout was slow starting off. However, by lunchtime, it picked up to a steady flow. We contacted Linda Ingram, Center Poll Supervisor, for more information on local results. Burgeo's voter turnout was better than expected. 657 people came out to vote. Belle Matthews got 343 votes, Cynthia Downey at 240, Amanda Will received 64 votes, and Mark Brennan at 10. For the old district, Matthews at 13,652, Downey at 12,232, Will at 3,697, and Brennan came up with 426 votes. With a national conservative having a weak majority government, will we be going to the polls again within the next couple of years? We'll just have to wait and see. From Monday to Friday of this week, the Burgeo Public Library hosted a book fair. The book fair helps the public library get new books. The more books sold, the more the library benefits. Once the book fair is over, the library will get a percentage for books and a percentage of cash. The library takes the cash and puts it directly back into either books or the Story Hour program. The age group for books was from birth to grade 9. There was quite a variety of books to choose from. For the younger children, they had Bob the Builder, Scooby-Doo, Little Prince Know-It-All, The Peanut Garden, Desmond Starts School, animal books, and a Valentine collection. There was a collection of Rainbow Fish and Friends, The Red Comb, Elliot's Emergency, What Does Teddy Bear Like, and Come Along Daisy. There was a great selection of novels for the elementary school students. The Gator Girls, Ulit the Girls in the Boys' Locker Room, The In-Between Days, Bayview Eyes series, and the Saga of Blue Nose. There was also bookmarks, pencils, and erasers. For every purchase of a book, you got a chance to win $25 worth of books. We hope the book fair was a success for the Burgeo Public Library. The roaming dog problem has become a concern. Over the past couple of weeks, the Town Council as well as the RCMP have had notices on the community channel about the growing concerns with roaming dogs around town. It has become an ongoing problem in some areas of town. It seems that the Missers and Reach are the problem areas. The town has received several calls concerning this issue. It is not a serious problem, but one that needs to be dealt with. We spoke with the town manager, and he told us that under the animal control regulations, that if you don't have a dog tag and your dog is caught roaming around, your dog may be put down if the owner is unknown. If the dog has a tag when it is picked up, then the owner will be contacted. However, the owner may still be charged a fine not exceeding $100. Residents are advised that dog tags for 2006 are available at the town office. For a male dog, tags cost $5. For an unspayed female, tags cost $25. All dog owners are encouraged to pick up your dog tags. Stay tuned for more of This Week in Review coming up after this.
After you've seen the whales and the icebergs and the fjords, come witness a natural wonder. A Saturday night, St. John's, Newfoundland. Imagine that. This is the place where the dawn breaks earliest, the new year comes soonest, where the Atlantic first meets the New World, the oldest city in North America, the far east of the Western world. Imagine that.
Day of this week, the Burgeo Volunteer Fire Department were called to duty. At approximately 2:30 p.m., the Burgeo Fire Department responded to a chimney fire call at Ridge Benoits. When the fire department arrived, there were flames coming out of the chimney. Most chimney fires are caused by a buildup of creosote, which catches fire. The best way to deal with this problem is to clean your chimney at least once every 6 weeks. Once the firefighters took the chimney cap off, it wasn't long before the fire was out. The department also used a powdery substance to help suppress the fire. At 2:42 p.m., the Burgeo Fire Department had everything under control and went back to the fire hall to clean up. Thankfully, no one was hurt and no damage was done. The Burgeo Fire Department would like to remind everyone who has a wood furnace or stove to please make sure you clean out your stoves, furnaces, and chimneys on a regular basis.
Yeah, he burns with it. He's better. Ooh, Rage, yeah, you nice. Cat just get ready. Spit. When I came up, cat was running. want to see some out of this. I mean, I talked with you on Kenny or what? And then I said, Travis. Travis, and on Travis. That's what it was. On rock. Don't worry. I'm gonna tell you, slow down. Come on, you're back your buddy. Get mine on now. Throw gear. Complete, man. Yeah, really good. Top of no man back. Two por gear away, my son.
On Friday of this week, the Public Library and the Family Resource Center hosted a Family Literacy Day. Family Literacy Day is celebrated each year on January the 27th, and it helps to promote reading and learning together as a family. It was organized from 1:30 to 3 p.m. A member from the RCMP was scheduled to read to the children.
Marissa.
What's his name? Do you know his name?
Teddy Bear Cat.
Oh, that's BJ.
Me.
So BJ and Barney
BJ and Barney.
have a fun day planned at the park. Come on, Barney. Let's ride our bikes to the park, said BJ.
He's not riding down with.
What's that? No, they're wearing helmets. Or he's not. That sounds great, BJ, but there's one thing we need to remember to be safe. No. Barney's wearing his helmet, but that's going to come up, okay?
Marissa.
Here, you guys have to be safe when riding our bikes, said Barney.
Marissa.
BJ looked puzzled and then smiled. He remembered to put on his bike helmet. Now we're ready, said Barney. See, they both have their helmets on? Yes, he's got a helmet on there now. See? BJ and Barney rode safely down the bike trail. Look at it. Yep, exactly.
Marissa.
BJ and Barney stopped at the stop sign. They looked all around, looked around again, then they crossed the street. BJ couldn't decide what to do first at the park.
Vice Principal of Burgeo Academy, Ruth Tucker, also read a story.
Red bird, what do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. Let's see if you see the yellow duck. Look, big yellow duck. Yellow duck, yellow duck. What do you see? I see a blue horse looking at me. So what do you think's going to be on the next page? What's going to be over when I turn over? You know what's going to be there? A horse, what color? Wow, look at him. And then it goes, blue horse, blue horse. What do you see? I see a green frog looking at me. So what's going to come next? A green frog. You can see through the pages. Look! You were right.
That's how she read the book before.
Green frog. You were right too. Green frog. Green frog. What do you see? I see a purple cat looking at me. So what's coming up?
Purple cat.
Do you think it's going to be a purple cat? Look. A big one, I'd say. It's a fat cat if ever I saw one.
As did Rose Vatcher, retired teacher and volunteer with the public library.
Have to wait because it's still growing under the ground. It'll take a little while, but it will grow. Franklin saw it. He didn't like waiting. I don't like waiting either, do you?
Burned all her clothes.
At home, Franklin helped his parents get ready for the baby. "It's sure taking a long time for this baby to get here," said Franklin. Franklin's mother gave him a hug. "The baby is due in the spring, and spring is just around the corner." "Is it?" said Franklin. Franklin went for a walk. He looked around every corner he could find. "Hello, Spring! Are you there, Spring?" But there was no answer. Franklin banged on pots and clanged on pans. He rang bells and he clashed cymbals.
There was a craft and a coloring page for the children to do in the Family Resource Center. If there wasn't time for the craft and coloring, the children were provided a take-home bag. What would a celebration be without food? Parents, guardians, and children were invited to the snack food provided. This is always a very popular part of the Literacy Day. There were also prizes to be won. Some of the winners were.
We're going to draw, you get a couple of books for this prize, and it goes to Jared. Jared. But come and help me get a couple of books. Okay, and we have this t-shirt for piano right here.
Verb. Hold on, now she got every answer wrong. I think you got them all right there.
Okay, we got a couple more books here.
Maria already pulled out these tapes. Base number 16 is Allison. Allison can come up and get a book. And number 19, Zoe. Brooke. And Kaylin. Come here, take a shot. Which book do you want? Right there. Which one do you want? Which one do you want? Not today. This one? I like that one.
Okay, I want to thank everybody for coming. Now you guys can have a little lunch here, and we've got a craft for you guys to take home, and some stickers and pencils and tattoos. So before you leave, you guys can take one of those, okay?
Once again, the Family Literacy Day was a tremendous success. Stay with us for Off the Rack and the BBS Playbill, all after this.
Come for a good time and we'll sweep you off your feet with jigs and reels and festivals and the world's most friendly folk. Dance your cares away at the Kelligrew Soiree. Imagine that. There's gannets and puffins, kittiwakes and murres, guillemots, petrels and owls. And you can see where the eagle has landed. Imagine that.
Off the Rack. This week as we scanned our tape rack, we came across a tape of when the partridge became the official hunting bird of Newfoundland. Let's look back to January the 28th, 1996. BBS Playbill. Join us on Tuesday for a rebroadcast of Pansy's Garden. Try your luck on Wednesday by playing Burgeo Academy TV Bingo. Join Pansy and the gang for 2 stories, a craft, and lots of fun on Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on Pansy's Garden. And I'll be here again next week with This Week in Review. For This Week in Review, I'm Marie Rose. Good night and God bless.